Hello, Beez Bladers! Welcome back and welcome newcomers to the channel. Hey, did you know the Canary Islands are named after dogs and not birds? Well, now you do. I hope you're having a fan-freaking-tastic day. Oh my gosh. Listen, buckle up, Buttercup. Both of these knives are sweet. I haven't got them out of the box yet, but based on what I know, just from looking them up on the website, this one here I think is going to be mind-blowing. I cannot wait to get it out. We're going to get this one out. This one looks very cool too, but we're going to get this one out first. And then, well, you can enjoy them with me. And all this is going to start right now. This is a knife designed by, oh, wait a minute. I gotta open them up. This is a knife designed by Porterfield, and it looks very crispy, and I like the milling look of it. I can't wait to see what it looks like in person. There's nothing better. I mean, you can go to a website, but that's one of the reasons why you go to YouTube, right? Is so you can see what it looks like and get some opinions on it, like mine, and always get more than one opinion, because I might like a knife and somebody else might be, I hate that knife, I don't like this about it. I tend to be more positive, but I do point out when there's things that, that are nitpicks or things that I care less about, or if, it needs a sharpening choil, or the jimping isn't very good, or, there was one from a company recently that I did have to speak a little negatively of because there was something that didn't work. But let's not go there. This is the Artisan Cutlery IO. Would you look at it? Just look at it, all of its IO-ness. Now this is very sleek. I like it. Now, can you see the milling on the titanium handles? Look at that milling. Love it when I get that vertical. What do you call that? Horizontal? No, in between. I can't ever think of the word. When you get it going this direct, diagonal, I thought of it. Look at this. So we have a 3D milled titanium clip. It is reversible. It's not deep carry. You're going to have about that much sticking out of your pocket. So you'll have a little bit of Mr. Fancy Pants sticking out of your pocket. It's a frame lock. It has a captive pivot. It has caged ceramic ball bearings. It has a steel lock bar insert. Your relief is on the outside, and I can tell right now that that blade is centered. And man, this is sleek. You have one way to open it, which is going to be top flipper. Let's see how this works. Are you ready? Pow! Right in the kisser. Oh, that's a good looking knife. Oh my. Yeah, that is crispy, crispy clean. I like the look of that sheep's foot blade. That is very nice. Now, overall, this knife is 7 inches long, 177 millimeters. It's closed, it's 4 inches, 102 millimeters. You have a 2.93 inch, 75 millimeter blade. This is a titanium handle. And did I tell you, this is S90V, does it say? Oh yeah, look at that. S90V blade steel. So you have top quality product. Top of the line. Let's see what it looks like. So our lockup is surprisingly, wow, this is the lockup. I don't know if you're able to see. Let me see if I have let me get a light out here real quick for reference. Let's see if you can see inside there. The lockup on this knife is like 80%. It is very locked up. And what kind of pass-through do we have? Okay, it doesn't have any pass-through. It is easy to operate, but if you look right here, they luckily do have a little bit of grabbiness on the inside of that lock bar. Yeah, okay, so it's easy to operate. I'm just a little surprised. How can we do that? Top flipping? I'm not able to get a good top flip on it because there is a little ridge right here. See that little ridge? Let's see, it kind of disappears. So I think this is pretty much, yeah, I can get it. That maybe if I use a little bit of practice, can I do it like this? Can I roll it? Oh, wait a minute. See, so there might be a little bit of a learning curve with this knife. It is easy to roll with my index finger. Doing it like that, I got to give it a little bit of English. So that's different. So this one's going to be, it's definitely, I think, the way that it's made right there. And by the way, this jimping, this jimping is very nice. It does lend itself for a top flip. And this is a sleeker knife. And how's the ergos? My hand's 4 inches from here to here, 3.5 from here to here. And from the bottom of my palm to the tip of my middle finger is 7.25. Let's see how it feels. Oh yeah, there's no problems. No issues with the ergonomics, nothing sticking out or hurting or anything like that. For the fit, left and right, up and down, it's solid. We already know that it's centered, and just I'm a little perplexed at how far that lockup is. I don't know. Oh, now that I'm looking at it from a different angle, it's not as locked up as I thought. Let me get in here and see. Okay, if I can get it to focus in there, it's not as locked up as I thought. It is more so about 50% lockup. It was the angle I was looking at made me believe that it was a lot more lockup. So it's actually locked up where we would prefer. So this is a very sleek, very nice looking, and this is going to be, I think, for people that prefer to use the top flipper, or if you actually like to roll it over with your index finger, you could do that. But I would say this is not an intermediate. This is more for folks that have had more knives and carried more knives, and you have a little more dexterity and you're used to them. Now, let's get this other one out that I think is going to blow my mind. Just from the profile and what it looks like, I mean, I'm really looking forward to it. We'll use the IO to open it up. And let's get in here. Oh my goodness. Is my speech slowing? You know, I don't know. There's just something about, and there's a couple different versions of this one I'm going to show you. Which one did I get? Okay, there's this version, and then, oh, this is, yeah. Oh, wow. This knife is larger than I thought it was going to be. I did not know it was going to be this size knife. This knife is substantial, and I can never get these Ziploc bags. You guys tell me to go like this. Right? That doesn't work. It's because my hands are slickery. I can't ever get in these stupid Ziploc bags. Oh, wow. This knife is way bigger than I thought it was. This is the ARTISAN Cutlery CRUSOE. Would you look at it? Just look at it and all of its CRUSOE-ness. Okay, I like what they did there. A little bit of diamond pattern, and this texture is very good. Let me get you a little bit of texture vision on that diamond pattern. It feels nice. It's not aggressive. It's not aggressive as I thought it would be just when I first looked at it. And we do have a reversible titanium clip, which is very nice. And with the clip being down here, I'm wondering if that's going to be a hot spot. I'm hoping not. This is a frame lock. And look at that, how that just kind of fades into the frame lock. Very, very different. And look at this. Some very nice micro jimping. And some giant thumb studs. All right, are you ready to see this blade? Pow! Right in the kisser. Look at that profile. Look at that. Oh my goodness gracious. This, I was wondering, just from the pictures, it reminds me a lot of my Sabenza. I'm actually gonna put I have my Sabenza in my pocket right now. I'm gonna get it out and put it next to this here in just a second. Now the CRUSOE is 8.4 inches, 212 millimeters long. It closed, it's 4.8 inches, 122 millimeters. Your blade is 3.54 inches. 90 millimeters. There's also a full dress version that is absolutely stunning and beautiful. And while I have it on the table, let's do a quick size comparison. This is the QSP Penguin, because everybody wants a penguin, right? And then here you go. How about the Spyderco Paramilitary 2? And let's go ahead and do a Spyderco sandwich while I'm at it. Where's it at? There it is. Here's the Spyderco Para 3 and a little fuzzy. There's a Spyderco sandwich. This is a good looking knife. I'm hoping that the ergos and everything are going to be good on it. Here is the CJRB Pyrite for a little bit of size comparison. And now let's see what it looks like next to my Sabenza, my CRK Sabenza. Look at that. That's why I was so attracted to it. It was because that blade shape, this is one of my favorite. Let me get this cleaned off. It's one of my favorite blade shapes. I really love this blade shape. So, wow, there are a lot of similarities. That's going to make this a popular knife just because it has a lot of similarities. Now, does this has a flat grind. It is not hollow ground like the Chris Reeves knife. But, you know, there are some similarities. I mean, it's different enough, but it looks like it's definitely inspired by Chris Reeves knives. Now, let's get this and let's check this out. How's the action on this? All right, so, wow, this is a substantial feeling knife. This feels a lot bigger in the hand. So since we have it out, let's do this. Thickness-wise, compared to the Sabenza, it is a lot thicker. It's noticeably thicker. I mean, it feels like a Chunkmeister. It's definitely a chunkier knife. It feels good, but for the deployment, let's see how this works. So the thumb stud is nice and grabby. Now here's something I've noticed already about the ergonomics with this knife is that the edges are very 90-degree-ish. They're very abrupt. The edges on this pocket clip are very abrupt. Just handling the knife, I'm feeling that pocket clip just really makes itself known. Wherever I have this knife in my hand, I'm feeling that pocket clip. It is out there. Now, let's see how it feels when I'm holding it. Holding it like this, the pocket clip is making itself known. The pocket clip is warm spotty, hot spotty. It is definitely getting me in the hand. I can't say that I'm enjoying that pocket clip. I suspected that was going to be something when I saw that it was way up here rather than maybe down in the middle or recessed just a little bit. So the pocket clip is getting me in the back of the hand. The rest of it fits pretty well. This edge right here is very 90-degree-ish, but I think it probably has to be in order to get a good grip when you're unlocking it. It does have plenty of pass-through. There's plenty of room in there to get in there and disengage it. I would say that this 90-degree-ish right along this edge is also very noticeable. So I will say this. Despite the fact that it looks beautiful, the edges, right here's another edge that I'm feeling. This is very abrupt. All of these edges they make themselves known. If they had been chamfered, it would have made a huge difference if they had rounded or crowned these edges. So if you like a crisp feeling knife where you can feel all of the edges, then this might be more up your alley. I can tell you that that is something that I have to mention is that I'm just feeling all of these edges, and especially that pocket clip is definitely making itself known. So aesthetically, this is a good looking knife. Ergonomically, it's not my cup of tea. I'm not enjoying the way it feels in my hand in particular. There are some folks that do like the crispy feel of knives where you can really feel your edges. For instance, I'm feeling these edges right here also. Very 90-degree-ish. If they were rounded off, this would be a completely different knife. This would be one that I would carry often if it's all these edges were rounded off. So you could take that however you'd like to. You're good to go with sharpening. You have plenty of room for that. But yeah, so I will say that personally, ergonomically, that's a nitpick for me, but boy, is this a beautiful knife with a beautiful profile. And, you know, I would love to see this knife with some rounded contoured scales, just made a little bit different. So two beautiful knives. This one, it has its own personality as far as opening it, and then this one has its own personality as far as ergonomics. They're both made well. They both have good materials, good blade steels, S90V, sand polished blade on this bad boy. They're gorgeous. They both just kind of have a little nitty picks for me. Let me know what you think about them. Do you have a favorite? Who knows? I might give one or both of these away on the live stream. So it's always good to leave a little comment and show up every Friday night. Beez Blades live at the Hive. Oh, right. We have a 4-hour live stream and we give away knives just like this. So, and that's not the reason for the live stream, but you'll learn more about it. It's like Cheers, where everybody knows your name. Now go watch this video. You'll really enjoy that. And until I see you again in the lives or the chats or the hive streams, remember, live life in the present, keep a Band-Aid handy, and don't cut yourself.